welcome back to Messy and Beautiful. I'm Sarah Jane. Thanks for joining me for another video. I'm going to be doing a plan with me for the week of the 8th of March, and I'm using a kit from Crafty Planning Shop. I've had this kit in my stash for a while, since the Black Friday sales, I believe, and in the interest of using up my stash, it's the last kit that I've got that's really winter focused, and I wanted to get it used before we actually hit spring, because it's spring in a couple of weeks time, and I thought that it made sense for me to use it up before I ran out of time and didn't get to use it till the end of the year. I didn't necessarily need to use it right now, but I love this kit. I love the colours of it, and I just think it's really beautiful. So rather than have it sit in my stash, I picked this one to use today. I'm just going to show you this kit and what it contains. You can obviously see the front sheet there. You get 9 boxes. I don't know how these boxes fit in my Happy Planner because I haven't used one of these kits before, but we're about to find out. And then you get some header strips and some days of the week with the little circles in, so you can write the dates in if you wanted to, a this week sticker and some quarter boxes. So I find this kit quite functional, as well as being pretty, but there's an awful lot of functionality to it. So you get the weekends, bill due, some habit trackers, more boxes, checklists, payday, stickers, and then some more box checklist stickers as well. You don't get a lot of like icons and deco and that kind of thing, so I'll probably do that afterwards. The other thing I wanted to say is that Legally Planning do a very similar kit, and I know that because this is on my sampler for Legally Planning. So if you liked this kit but you couldn't perhaps afford the full price, sorry Crafty Planning Shop, Legally Planning do a similar one. It's not exactly the same because they've used the clip art in different ways, but they do a similar one, and you can get 15% off if you use my discount code that's in the description for you. It's SJ15. The other thing I've pulled out is a few of the Galaxy release from Simply Gilded. I just think the colours of this tape match the colours of this kit really well. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I've pulled out the constellations, the bows, the moons, and then 2 of the skinny 5mm shooting star washies. I think there was like a silver one that came with this as well, but I figured that'd be enough because I might not use any of it. But let's get started. So I'm probably going to spend a bit of time change my mind, moving things around, because that's what I do. But let's see how these stickers fit on a classic vertical layout. One thing I really love about this kit is the colours of it. So the strips are too wide for the heading, but that's not a problem for me. I can deal with things being a little bit off for the sizing because I'm used to it. A lot of the kits that you buy do have different sizes for the actual Happy Planner boxes, because they're sized for other vertical planners, and it's also to do with the printing. I'm just trying to neaten this up, sorry, you don't need to see me faff around with that. So they're sized for other vertical planners, not necessarily the Happy Planner, and it's also probably to do with the amount of stickers you can get on a sheet as well, but it doesn't bother me. I can trim things down and cut things as much as I need to, but I think this strip should probably fit slightly better along the top because it's obviously a wider page. But in terms of the width, it's still too wide just to cover up the dates. It fits almost perfectly right across the page. So, but for the fact that I leave this bit here, you could put it going all the way along on your spread if you wanted to. That might be a way for you to avoid having to cut things down. But like I say, I'm happy with that. It doesn't bother me at all. So the next thing that I am looking at again is the box stickers. I am trying to think of more creative ways to use a kit than just use it in the standard format that I normally do, but it's not easy when you get the similar shaped stickers all the time. One of the things I might actually do, just for a bit of variety, is to put the dates across the middle. Yeah, you get a similar kind of stickers in every kit. You get box stickers, you get your full boxes that are decorative, you get your maybe day covers or date dots, your checklists and all those sorts of stickers. So it's not always easy to come up with new and inventive ways to do spreads using kits just on their own. But one thing that I have been doing is saving all of my leftovers. So at some point I will start using my leftover kits rather than using the full box decorative stickers, just to try and use up my stash a bit. Now, I am hoping that when I get to that point, I will have a bit more of an inventive way of using them, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, the other thing that I'm thinking about doing is, oh, I forgot to show you actually. I wanted to show you at the very beginning of this video that I completely forgot about. So we know that I'm obsessed with the Happy Planner, and they've just had their new release. And I sent my husband a list of a couple of things, not too many, because I don't need, you know, loads and loads of stuff, and I certainly don't need any more planners this year. But I sent my husband a list of things that I would like, and he very kindly treated me to 2 of the new sticker books. So I got the Indigo sticker book and the Beauty and Florals. Now, I'm debating whether to buy the new Disney Princess books. I can't really afford it, it's basically the reality. So I'm debating whether or not to buy those, or just stick with what I've got. And I really like the black and white one as well. But I'm trying to convince myself that there will always be beautiful sticker books, and there is always going to be more stuff I want. I don't need it. I've got tons of Happy Planner sticker books. And what I was thinking is that I know a lot of people can't necessarily afford to keep refreshing their sticker books. So I thought what I would do is do a series on using up my older books for Plan With Me's. So I'm considering whether or not to do like an Instagram poll of which books I've got and which ones you wanted to see. So if you're not following me on Instagram, then do go over and follow me, so you can be part of this. It's just an idea at the minute. I'm not making any promises that I'm actually going to do it in terms of the poll, but that's what I'm thinking of doing, is listing out a couple of books that I have and then getting people to vote on which one they want to see a Plan With Me on. Just because I know that a lot of people collect Happy Planner sticker books, and you use a couple of sheets and then they just sit there because you buy the next one and the next one because there's always a new release. So let me know in the comments if you think that that will be a good idea or not. It's just something I've been thinking about recently. Just using up supplies and trying to encourage everybody else to use their supplies, because the reality of, I should have put that further down, shouldn't I? Never mind. The reality of planning can be very expensive for a lot of people, and I don't necessarily want to encourage that, because, you know, it's depressing when you haven't got a lot of money, and you're almost being, I don't know, conditioned to buy more and more just by watching people on YouTube, me included, of all these beautiful things that I have. And I don't necessarily want to be that person that just actively encourages everybody else to spend loads of money when they don't necessarily need to. Sorry, I'm stream of consciousness talking again. So if you think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments. Let me know what sticker books you have for the Happy Planner, and I will see if I have some of the same. And if you want some ideas of things to do with them, then let me know. I've just spent some time trying to fold back a corner of washi tape, and I have no idea why. I'm just thinking about what I can do, basically, to try and make this spread a little bit different than my normal spreads. So what I think I'm going to do, get my cutter, see, this is a problem I have when I do Plan With Me's, is that I talk and talk and talk and I forget what I'm saying, or I lose focus on what I'm doing. I'm not very good at concentrating on 2 things at once, and my mouth runs away from my brain. You're probably used to me now if you've seen any of my videos before, and the way that I just chatter on, endless rambling. Now, I have just put some washi tape along the, just going across one of the boxes. I think I might actually use a ruler for this, because I am not great with straight. That should be my catchphrase, shouldn't it? I'm not great with straight. And then I'm just trimming around the edge and I might actually leave the other side as a rough edge just for a different effect. Again, just in the interest of not everything being so linear and stick to the columns, I like to, as they say, colour outside the lines sometimes to make things a bit different. Now, I don't know what this is going to look like. It might look horrific, but that's okay. I say it every week, that's okay, because the beauty of this sort of planning is you can turn the page. Naturally, what I do in every video is tell myself I'm not going to be as long this week, and that my videos are going to get shorter, and they don't, because I talk so much and it takes me a while to think about what I'm doing. Now I'm going to do a similar thing up here, but I'm not going to make it quite as... Not going to make it cover the box in the same way. That's what I'm thinking. Although I could have done with making that go to the corner. Never mind. The other thing I'm thinking about doing that I haven't done for a while is just make some other inserts for my planner. I have finally finished a book this year, so I'm thinking about doing that book page from Peach Puddles Co. That I talked about with the stickers that were about to go off sale. And I am also thinking about doing like a weight loss tracker, because as you know, and I say it every single week about me doing Slimming World, I'm starting to get a bit of my motivation back now, because we are getting to the point where we could potentially be coming out of lockdown soon. And I want to shift some extra weight before I have to go back into work and see all of my colleagues in the office. Now, I'm just wondering which other way to use this. I basically just shove in some washi tape on the page and just seeing what it looks like, just to try and mix it up a little bit. This is how I plan every week. What you see me do and what you see me talk about is literally what I would do if I was just sitting in front of the TV and thinking to myself. And I'm going to have to repunch that because that didn't fit on quite as well as I hoped. That's kind of not what I intended to do, but it doesn't matter. I'm quite happy with it as it is. It will do. I love the sky in this one. I mean, that's what the whole kit's about. I just think it's really, really pretty. It's just about trying to find where you want to put things. So before I started doing all of that washi tape stuff, I had a thought that I'm sure I was talking about something, but now I've forgotten what it was. So such is life. Sorry guys. I actually think this looks much better than this, but it doesn't really matter to me. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So I'm thinking about doing a weight loss page for the rest of my time in lockdown, when we start seeing people and that kind of thing. And I'm going to be using some of the stickers from Peachy Princess Co for that, because I've got quite a few of those, and put her there. I have been meaning to do a couple of these like tracking pages for a while, and it's just something I've never really got round to, so I thought I would try and do them on camera, so you can see something a little bit different from me, because I appreciate I haven't done those sorts of pages for a while. Now I am just trying to think about how to use some of these up, because I'm rapidly running out of room to actually write my plans in, because I didn't stick that on straight. I'm going to live with it. Because I've done all of this washi tape stuff that I actually really quite like the look of, it's not left me much room to actually put, you know, plans in. But thankfully, because we're not doing very much at the moment, I haven't got a huge amount to put in anyway. Just trying to overlap these without covering the quote, because I quite like that quote. One's destination is never a place, but a new way of seeing things. There we go. So that's that done. All the box stickers used. I do tend to do that when I use a kit. And the other thing I'm going to do is cover up here where it says notes. For no other reason than I want to use a bit of this pink that was on this bar at the top. I'm going to get a ruler. Because I think this pink is really pretty and it ties in the rest of the kit. I am just trying to line it up with the sticker so it's at least an attempt at being straight. I need to a little bit more. So then I've got, as you know, I've been doing my 2 habit trackers, so I am going to use both of these. And there is a box that has like what I call the next week sticker on it. So I'm going to use one of those, and then I'll probably just letter next week in the top. And the other thing I was thinking, I don't know what you guys think about this, but a lot of other plan with me's I watch kind of stop there and like that's decorated, and then the functionality of it perhaps they do off camera, and I obviously keep going until I've used whatever I need to use. So I'd like your feedback if you're happy with that kind of thing, or whether you actually want to see me put down checklists and boxes and where I've got appointments, because that's something that I do to show the functionality of it. Because of course I'm a functional planner as much as I am a decorative planner. My planner is to help me keep control of everything I've got going on. But I've seen that a lot of people stop there and say, right, that's it, done. So let me know what you think, if you would rather keep seeing me put boxes and checklists in. I am going to today just for the purposes of using this kit, and that's usually my style, and of course I don't necessarily want to change if people like seeing that kind of thing from me. Now the other thing I've done in putting that checklist down there is just leave a mark at the top, because I thought I'd put a to-do header in across there, and in fact I might use one of these boxes for that, just so it's in keeping with the this week's sticker that's next to it. I'm gonna not use quite as many checklists this week, because the last few weeks I have been putting them in and then I've not needed quite as many as I thought I would. I don't know if that's because I'm getting busier, less busy, or because I'm just taking, you know, putting less on my plate. So I think I'm just going to have 3 and then call it done for checklists, because the other thing that I can do is just keep these nearby, so that if I decide I need some more, I can always put some more in. I don't like that. I'm going to move that. the only thing about that one is that because it's stuck on washi tape, it might not stay very well, so I might end up putting a bit of glue on there, but we'll just see how it goes throughout the week. So I am just pulling off some more boxes. Right, what have I got going on next week? I've done it again. I always do this, pull my pages out my planner, and then I need that bit, that sticker, to tell me what I've got going on. One on Saturday. I think I'm nearly there as well for today. I don't want to put too much in and then not need it. Because the other thing I'm starting to accept in my planner is a bit of white space. Although this and this is going to annoy me. So I think I'm just going to use the last of these boxes. I really like these boxes with the like gradient of colours as well. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so the functionality of my planner doesn't change from week to week. I always have a couple of checklists, you know, maybe 3 or 4 checklists, and then some boxes in the things that I'm doing, which doesn't necessarily change. So let me know if you prefer to see it where that's kind of it done. Now, I am going to leave it there for today because I think that will be enough for me next week. My checklists aren't getting used anywhere near as much as they used to be. And again, I think that just might be because I've got less on my plate, or I'm taking less on, I don't know. Maybe I'm more organised than I used to be, so I've got less to catch up on. Do you know? That's the only other thing I'm going to do. Just to frame it in a little bit and bring this all the way down to the bottom. And this side. I'm not going to go all the way along on this side. It was only because that looked a bit blank that I thought I'd just add this last bit of tape in. The only other thing I'm going to do, just trim that bit off there. There we go. So there we are. Plan with me using the kit from Crafty Planning Shop. I've still got quite a lot left over again, but there will come a time where I will use these once I start using up the rest of my kits. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the subscribe button. Thanks very much for bearing with me while I ramble on, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.